New information in the case against Dana Stubblefield. This week, the former 49er was charged with raping a developmentally disabled woman. Today, his attorneys are calling for the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office to be removed from prosecuting the case because of its actions that they say have tried to prejudice the public. So they're calling for the State Attorney General's office to assign an unbiased prosecutor. Time now for the verdict. So many angles to this story. Michael Cardoza joining us now, licking your chops, wanting to get into this one. What in the world are these attorneys thinking, trying to get them removed from the case on this?
Well, you know,
it just started.
I can't blame them for trying, but will it happen? Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. But keep in mind, district attorneys are held to a higher standard within the law than defense attorneys are. So when I saw that press release that talked about the victim being developmentally disabled, I'm thinking, what are you trying your case in the press already? So the DA's office sort of started this back and forth.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
because how many times have I been at a scene where either a police agency or even the DA, him or herself, has said things like that? They give little nuggets of the case. And
Michael,
that's what they're saying, that she was unconscionably assaulted, stated she was a vulnerable victim in that news release you're saying.
How about this?
You know?
How about this? As a district attorney, do your talking in the courtroom. When I was a district attorney in Alameda County, Lowell Jensen was DA. He said, we're not going to the press. We're not trying our cases in the press. We will try them in the courtroom. What Santa Clara County's doing, at least this one district attorney, is putting out some pretty prejudicial stuff. That developmentally disabled is going to affect people. So I think the defense attorneys are right in stepping forward and saying, no, no, no. We've taken a lie detector test. We're going to allow Dana to go to the DA's office or to the police and take a lie detector test there. Keeping in mind, none of that is going to be put into a trial because lie detectors are not allowed in our courts. They're not that reliable.
This is nothing new. We've seen this in other DAs do this, right? I mean,
but that doesn't make it
well, you're right. You're
They
right.
should not be doing this type of thing. And here's another thing. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Here's another thing. Where did he get arrested? Why did the police go to his kid's school? Really?
Right.
Really? Why do you do that?
Was that against the law?
No, it's not against the law, but
so
you know
why?
it's all
What's
for
wrong with
show.
that, right?
And why would you bring his kids in and embarrass them that way? Come on, they ought to be above this. But oh no, I assume they've made up their mind that Dana's guilty, so what's the difference what we do? No, law enforcement should be above that. You don't go to the school, embarrass the kids, embarrass him there.
Yeah,
come on, he lives in the area.
They handled that.
Stop that.
They could have handled that. They could have
a
handled
lot
that
better,
differently.
but they do it all the time, unfortunately.
Do we have to look into anything in regards to that the allegations this happened last year, and he was arrested a year later? Is there anything to read into that or not?
Well, there could be. You know, I mean, the defense team is talking about the politics of it all and running for attorney general. I don't think that's necessarily true, but what did they do during the year? Because the defense did bring out, wait a minute, you've got this man that allegedly accosted a woman sexually, raped her, and you don't do anything for a year? You leave him out in the public? I mean, what type of investigation takes a year in this case? You talk to the victim, you make up your mind, you do a little DNA testing, and that's it. Bring him in. Don't let him loose for that time, because if it's true, wouldn't law enforcement or the DA think, ooh, he might do it again?
Real quick, what's your verdict on this? So the motion expected to be heard during Stubblefield's arraignment June 3rd in regards to getting the DA off this case. What do you think?
I tell you what.
Does that happen often?
Guarantee, no. I guarantee it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be much more egregious than this. This is one press release with a couple of volatile adjectives in there.
Yeah.
Not happening. Good try. But what they're doing, look behind what they're asking
Why are they trying? Just get to the case.
Because you want to send a message out to the public. The DA's trying to prejudice the jury pool.
Right.
They're trying to impress the jury pool a different way. It's not going to happen. It will not be granted.
That's Michael Cardoza, and that is this week's The Verdict.